We saw a Pride Month video released from the military describing how to talk to people with pronouns and how to use their proper pronouns and all the effects of not using proper pronouns with a guy in a rainbow sweater.
Yeah.
What is going on with the military? Because it feels like we're going to lose the next war we're in.
I was just about to say the same thing. I think that video was titled "How to Lose the Next War" and just showed that. I mean, they're seriously talking about, be careful about misgendering someone, blah blah blah. And it's actual naval personnel. It's absolutely ridiculous coming from I'm in a motorcycle club, and I ride motorcycles with a bunch of Marine Corps vets. And every military veteran has got their group of guys that they served with or from other generations that is always like, back in my day, this happened. You're like, whoa, I never would have thought that I could have a back in my day and it would be so drastically different from what's going on now.
Yeah.
So back in my day, I mean, you were united in the mission. It was one common mission. That's what united you. And it was one of the most anti-racist establishments that I've ever been in, besides maybe like organized sports back in high school, where no one cared what your skin color was. Everybody, you were a team. You were working towards either winning the game or winning the war. That's what united you. Like, it didn't matter. Like, everybody was, no matter what race, creed, whatever, everyone was despicable to your drill instructor, or then later to like your gunnery sergeant. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You all just accepted it. We were all equally like worms, and you just went ahead and marched forward towards, the goal. There was no need for anything like this because, we had been taught to, be, mission oriented. So this makes absolutely no sense. I actually reached out to the Department of Defense, and I knew exactly what they were going to do because I've done something like this before, but I wanted to get comment on so it says in their curriculum that they will be using outside contractors, and it had to be approved through yada, yada, yada. I want to know who those outside contractors are. I want to know who these outside groups are that are advising the Department of Defense to teach some of this, bull crap. And of course they said, reach out to, Department of Army or Department of Navy. And so you do that, you reach out to the Department of Army, Department of Navy, and what do? They'll be like, you need to reach out to the Pentagon.
Right.
Well, they just sent me to you,
exactly.
And that's how it goes. It's so ridiculous, but that's how they get around never disclosing any of this stuff to the media. The only way you can do it is to do what Judicial Watch did and sue them to get the information, which could take a year plus.
Thank God they did it, though. One of the things I think is most fascinating about this, because normally when you talk about a company doing this, they have these, anti-racist, Ibram Kendi, Robin DiAngelo type seminars. The focus of that is like the weird move towards crazy extremist leftism, right? Like, that's what I noticed. When Coca-Cola tells me whiteness is a problem, it's like shocking from the perspective of a move to leftism. And while that is also present here, and it's present in the video with the rainbow sweater guy, that's not even the most disturbing part of it when it comes to the military. It's this odd feeling of offense when people call you the wrong pronouns. The whole point of the military, and to go through training, is to get people so tough that they will climb through, a mountain, 0 degrees, being shot at with their leg bleeding, carrying a guy out from certain death. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to be creating the toughest people in the world. So the last people who should be in the military are people who are offended by pronouns. You can have gay people in the military who will laugh along with you as you mock this nonsense, right? Mm-hmm. Not even because they think it's right or wrong, but because they're so tough that they don't want to shut up with your stupid pronoun complaining. I mean, that to me might be the most disturbing part of this.
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, the entire purpose of boot camp is to break you down and to see if you are a fit to be molded into what they need you to do, which is just a warfighter.
Yeah.
So boot camp, the whole purpose is to yell, scream, make you hate, your drill instructor as much as possible. But in the end, you're completely broken down and brought back up. You can call it a form of brainwashing. It probably is. But during that crucible, you become a cohesive team that follows orders. So it doesn't matter your little stupid differences, right? If your skin color is different, it doesn't freaking matter. If, I don't know, put in anything else where, you know, something might offend you, it does not matter in the end because you are mission oriented.
Right.
I think it's interesting though, you brought up like these little seminars at places like Coca-Cola, people they bring in the curriculum for West Point, they actually bring in, I can't remember his first name. I think it's Dr. Steve Robbins. He is he calls himself a neuroscientist. And this is how they try to science the woke into everyone. So basically his entire spiel, which he gave at Coke, I think it kind of explains a lot of their radical transition. He also spoke at the Navy, and he spoke to West Point, and a ton of other these companies that are going crazy woke. But his entire seminar is how, you know, we're all tribal people and we all want to feel safe. And we have this natural sense to turn certain people away because we don't feel safe around them because they're not in our tribe. So basically what they're trying to say is that's your whiteness in you.
And do you feel that way? I mean, I know you're getting to something here, but like, I don't know anyone who feels like that.
No.
I don't know anybody who feels, I mean, there very well might be people who do, but I don't know anyone who talks like that or feels like that.
No, and I think by and large, the majority of the country, that's how they feel, and they have a natural rejection to it. Yeah, but I think that's kind of the genius of this strategy of bringing in someone like this guy or taking it in that direction as he does, because you're like, well, crap, there's nothing I can do about it. It's science, it's genetics. It's been, you know, bred into me through my genes. I can't do anything about it, so I might as well just accept it.
So weird.
It's so strange, but you see how effective it is.
I mean, and it's so fundamental to the problem they are supposedly trying to solve. What white supremacists do is say there is a genetic defect in everybody else, and that's why we're better than them, or that's why they're bad. Yeah. And it's the same argument. They're saying there's a genetic defect in white people. They can't possibly avoid their racism, so we should just acknowledge it. That's just supremacy. It's just with a different color in front of it. It's just incredible.
If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe to our channel so you'll be sure to see similar videos from BlazeTV with the added bonus of signaling YouTube that your voice and opinion still matters. And if you're looking for more great conservative content, check out one of the 2 videos suggested here.